The Secretary General of the ruling Democratic Progressive Party has stepped down as the party faces growing public backlash over the failure of Taiwan's biggest ever recall vote over the weekend. Reece Ayers has been reporting on these recalls, and he joins us now from our Taipei newsroom. First, Reece, what can you tell us about this resignation?
Well, Eric, as you said, the Secretary General of the DPP, Lin Yu-chang, he announced his resignation this morning in a post on Facebook. And that's all following the abject failure of that recall vote over the weekend. There were 24 KMT lawmakers up for recall, and not a single one of them was successfully ousted. He said in his post that he takes full responsibility for the party shortfalls and also for not meeting the expectations of voters. He said that he handed in his resignation yesterday to the president, and that all the party can do now is move forwards, and they'll be doing that, I guess, without him now. There's also been public backlash on President Lai's social media feeds as well. A lot of calls asking for him to step down. It's worth remembering that this initially was a civic-led movement, this recall campaign, but that later on the DPP did give it its official backing, which is probably why we're now seeing some politicians coming out and taking responsibility for that failed vote. The lawmakers from the KMT who did survive that recall vote, which was all of them, they now cannot be up for recall for the remainder of their term. So that's going to give the KMT a bit more of a mandate in the government, and also President Lai is probably going to have more of a difficult time in the legislature getting things done. It was tough for him before. It's going to be even tougher now in that opposition-controlled legislature. But for now, the DPP will be looking forwards to August 23rd, which is when that second round of votes is happening on those remaining 7 KMT lawmakers. Though given what happened over the weekend, it's probably going to be difficult for them to build up the momentum for this second vote.
And Reece, what's been the response from China about all this?
Well, Beijing likely very pleased with the results, with the Taiwan Affairs Office making a statement, rubbing salt in the wounds of the DPP. It said that the DPP has spared no means in suppressing its political opponents, accusing them of creating a green terror situation, saying that the results of the vote exposes Taiwan's quote-unquote fake democracy and real dictatorship, and that the result shows that the DPP is fully willing to go against the will of the Taiwanese people. Now, of course, Taiwan's Mainland Affairs Council has snapped back with a post saying that the recall vote actually is an expression of Taiwan's constitutional democracy. It said that the Beijing authorities is in no position to criticize the vote, given that they have a lack of democratic experience, and urged China not to use the results of this vote for their own political gain. So kind of a typical back and forth there between China and Taiwan. No surprise that China has come out and with this kind of response, as they typically do when Taiwan has any example of it exercising its democratic mechanisms.
Thank you, Reece. That was Reece Ayers reporting live from our Taipei newsroom, and we will have more on this issue ahead of that second vote in August.